I am a firm believer that if you desire something, you want it bad enough, and you believe it's possible, then anything is possible. And I'm going to tell you about the coolest thing that happened to my daughter, my 15-year-old daughter, who now believes that this is true. That if you have the desire and the belief, that anything is possible. So it was a couple weeks back, and my daughter, she's a freshman in high school, and she's never really had a band or an actor that was something that she was crazy about, and she is now. And it's on the Disney Channel, and it's a show called Andy Mack. And the actor that she really admires and looks up to is Asher Angel. And she found out he was going to be in town. We live in Northern California, and he was coming to an event called Kidtopia. And there was an option where you could pay $50 and do a pizza meet and greet. And she really wanted to do this. She really wanted to get an autograph. And actually, she thought maybe she could even get his phone number. So we went to this event. She went to the meet and greet. She had a fabulous time. But what happened was it was a really quick meet and greet. There actually was zero time for autographs. And she was extremely disappointed after. And we were driving home, and you know, she was really bummed out. And I just said, hey, if you think that you're going to be able to meet him someday and get his autograph and maybe, you know, give him your phone number, then it will happen. So just, you know, don't give up on that thought. Think about it. Believe it'll happen, and it'll happen. So it was about a day later, actually, and she said, Mom, I just found out that the cast of Andy Mack is going to be at Disneyland in Southern California. They're going to be filming some for their show. Can we go to Disneyland this weekend? And that weekend was actually going to be Mother's Day weekend. And we were going to go to Disneyland in the summer. We just hadn't cemented our dates, but I looked at our calendar. My husband was actually on a work trip. Checked with him to see what his thoughts were on it, and he was like, that's okay. So I was like, let's do it. So I booked this trip so that my daughter could possibly have a chance to watch them filming Andy Mack and do a meet and greet with Asher Angel. So we booked the trip, and then I just got this idea. I thought, you know, I've on my Keys to Courage, my Instagram account, I thought maybe I could put a post up and tag Asher Angel and say that my daughter met him. She really wanted an autograph, didn't get that opportunity, but we're gonna be at Disneyland for Mother's Day. He's gonna be there filming with the crew. And if there was any way possible, if we could do a meet and greet for her, 5 minutes, she could get an autograph, and that would make my Mother's Day dream come true. So I put that Instagram post up, and I knew, I just had this feeling. I had this internal feeling. I knew that she was going to get a chance to meet him. I just had this real calmness over me, even though I have 200 followers on my Instagram. And I'm sure this kid, he's got 1.2 million followers on his Instagram account. And I'm sure he gets kids tagging him daily, like probably thousands of times a day. But I just knew that I could help make this happen for her. And she knew, like she said, we're going to Disneyland. I'm going to meet him. He's going to ask for my phone number. So fast forward like 2 days, and I get this direct message on Instagram. It's called a DM from Asher Angel. And I woke up in the morning, and I checked my phone, and I just had this really weird feeling that that was going to be the day that he was going to respond. And it was. And in my inbox, it said, somehow your message made its way to me. I'm not going to be at Disneyland with the rest of the crew. He was the only one that wasn't going to be there. But I want to help make your Mother's Day dreams come true, so I can send her some autographed merchandise, or maybe I could give her a FaceTime call. You know, give me your information. I'll see what I can do. And I mean, I literally, like I sat there and I had tears in my eyes, because here is this kid that found my message. But I had the belief that it would happen, and my daughter had the belief that it would happen, like an unwavering belief. There was that desire, that want for something, and then that belief that it was going to happen. And so when it did happen, when I got that message, I don't want to say I was shocked, but it was magical. It was magical. So we go to Disneyland. I didn't hear anything back except for giving him my information. We're in line for Guardians of the Galaxy. Like in line, like in the dark area where you're about to get on. And my daughter gets a FaceTime call. And it's Asher Angel, this Disney star that is like her actor dream idol. And she gets the phone and she's talking to him like it is a friend from high school. She wasn't screaming, she wasn't squealing. My husband actually called her the Ice Princess. Like, she just was so calm. And I think it was because the same type of thing that I thought. Like, she knew it was gonna happen. It wasn't this crazy thing that wasn't gonna happen. So they talked for, probably a good solid minute and a half. And at the end of the phone call, he says, "I love you." She says, "I love you too." And just like for a mom to be able to let her 15-year-old daughter have her very first "I love you" be from this famous actor of her dreams. And not only that, but for her to see that if you have the desire and the belief in something, then anything is possible. Anything is possible. And it doesn't just go for things like meeting some famous person. It goes for anything. It goes for anything in your life. Anything that you have the desire to happen, if you have that belief, that core belief, and you take action to try to make that happen, it will happen. And this relationship that I have with my daughter now is the most incredible thing. And it's not always been that way. It's not always been that way. So reach out to your kids, start showing them that if they have dreams, that they can become reality if they have the belief in that reality. Thanks for listening to my story, and go out there and take your dreams and believe in them and make them come to fruition, just like my daughter did with meeting her Disney idol, Asher Angel. Bye.